Good morning, everyone. This is Strata, and I am going to show you how to build a easy farm today. Uh, this farm is going to be able to be modified however you want. This is also going to be a very basic farm. I will have more in-depth farms later that are also easy, but this is just going to be for just the basic of the basic farms for a beginning player. So if you're just beginning the game, what you'll want to do is look for dart traps. That's what this is right here. You'll find them all over the dungeon. You will find them randomly in the underground as you're digging around, looking in caves, and you'll get shot by a dart trap. Well, whenever that happens, pick it up, because those traps can be used to help you. They can defend your house. They can kill enemies trying to kill you, especially during stuff like the Blood Moon, where a bunch of enemies are coming to attack you all at once. And you can use them to build farms. This is just going to be a very simple, basic farm. I will have more in-depth farms for you in another tutorial for my AFK farms. This one right here is just going to use regular dart traps. Now, when you place a dart trap, it will be placed the direction you are facing. So if you're facing to the right, the dart trap will be facing to the right. And that's the way it is going to fire. If you don't want it facing that way, turn to the left, and it will be placed to the left. So with these traps here, I am going to go ahead and place a set of traps here. And I think I want to build a little staircase almost, as it were. Alright, just like that. I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Like I said, this is just a small little basic structure. You can modify these in many different ways. I'll have a much better version in my AFK farm. This is just for basically the beginning stuff, so you can see. This is just showing you how dart traps work. To wire them, it's much the same as everything else. Each trap you want connected to some sort of triggering device, whether it is any of the switches, the floor switch, wall switch, a pressure plate, or a timer. With this tutorial video, I'm going to be using a timer, but I'm also going to show you the switches. Timers are the best way to operate your traps, because you can just turn it on, kick back, and let them do all the work for you. And that's what these are right here. You just place it, just set it down on a flat surface, and you let it do all the work for you. And you turn it on just like a switch. There's 1 second, 3 second, and 5 second timers. As it suggests, it triggers the device that many times. Now, anything you trigger has a natural cooldown. If you place a 1 second timer on something that has let's say, a 3 second cooldown, it's not going to make it fire quicker. It will still fire every 3 seconds, but it will fire at the best possible time it can if you're placing a 1 second timer on it. Alright. Just to show you. Alright. I'm actually going to pick that timer up. And what I like to do, I like to build pit traps. It is a good way to keep you protected from danger. and keep the enemy from killing, constantly coming right to where the trap is. And with this setup, all you have to do is dig a hole, just like this, and just cover it with dirt right over you. Very simple. Nothing can be busted. As for the timer, you can have the timer, and if you want both, you can have a timer and a switch. However, you'll have to do your wiring a little differently if you want to get that to work. For this video, I do need to take down the timer for the moment, so I'm just going to first show you the switch. So when you fire it, see, most traps have about a 3-second cooldown. So a 1-second timer is just going to make it fire fast, but it's not going to go over 3 seconds. But with this, you can with a switch, you see something that you want to hit, you can fire it, and anything in the middle right here that's coming is going to get crossed and cut up with a bunch of darts. And anything coming in will get hurt or killed before they reach the center where you are. Let's see. You can set this up in a pit if you want. Like I said, with a timer, you don't have to switch anything. All you have to do is turn it on and let it go to work for you. You don't have to hit anything. You can just go in your inventory. You can make stuff, look around while it's killing things, and you're not going to take any damage. The exception to that rule is if you're in hard mode, which you will have enemies that can go through the floor, so you will have to set up a different trap to make sure you're protected from those. But this will kill most of the things that are going to be coming after you in normal mode. Now, if